Good evening, assalamu alaikum, and a very warm welcome to Visionary Pulse with me, your host Farzana Mayet, a segment which focuses on chatting to game changers and change makers. And tonight is certainly no different as we chat to one such visionary, game changer and change maker. We say a very good evening and a warm welcome to Angela Yeung. She is a jewelry designer, entrepreneur, Everest summiteer, speaker and philanthropist. There's much more that you're going to be learning about this dynamic powerhouse. As they say, dynamite comes in small packages, and you're going to see just why. Angela, good evening and a very warm welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on Visionary Pulse.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So for our viewers that don't know, who is Angela Yeung?
I say I'm someone who create things that have values.
Absolutely.
And also meaningful. That like jewelry, like mountain, and it could be a movement as well.
Absolutely.
So from goal and from people and from community, that's who I am.
All right. So Angela, you're a jewelry designer as well, entrepreneur, Everest summiteer, and a philanthropist as well. How do you usually introduce yourself when words fall short? How would you introduce yourself? Just
I would like to say someone just, I'm a wife.
Okay.
And a mother, and I'm a woman.
Most importantly.
Exactly.
All right. So your brand is called Impilo, meaning life. What does life mean to you today?
It means responsibility. It's so much about how do you actually live your life fully. And also when I say we call ourselves Impilo, it's a word it's a Zulu. So life in jewelry, it's more like, it's very personal.
Okay.
So your jewelry is actually touching your skin all the time.
Yes.
And something that you pass it on to your next generations. Even though you have a beautiful piece of dress, you actually can't pass it on to your next generations. It's more a piece of jewelry that have values.
It's more of a legacy, like you said.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So something with legacy. I think life.
Leaving a lasting legacy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So you began as a jewelry designer. What drew you to storytelling through jewelry? Because obviously each piece, like you've just said, each piece is unique. So each piece, I would say, tells a story. So just elaborate a bit on that.
Exactly. It's like that person that I met, and I really wanted to tell that story through the jewelry that we create for them. And each person is different. It's like a fingerprint. We all have our own fingerprint, and we all different. We all have a different identity. And that's how I draw out the best of that person into the jewelry.
So you assess, obviously, a person via their personality traits first. See if the person has a warm personality, a more feisty personality, and obviously then your jewelry is curated with keeping that in mind.
Exactly.
That is amazing.
Enhance that person's and to tell the person's story.
Okay, so I've got to ask you, if you were to create a jewelry piece for me, what would you design?
I would love to have something like beautiful. Of course, I would actually get to understand what you want to achieve.
Yes.
And that's to put encompass in your jewelry, and to bring out the stones that tell you who you are. That's how we create it.
Okay. So like I said, obviously you take a whole lot of factors into accountability before designing a piece.
Exactly.
Which is amazing, Angela. Okay, so how does African heritage influence your designs and creative philosophy?
Africa, we are bold.
Absolutely.
We are
bold, beautiful, and unashamedly so.
Exactly, and we have many layers as well.
Yes.
So I remember with my winning piece is from the Anglo Ashanti Award. That was something that
Let's talk a bit more about that piece.
That was almost like 2013, 2014.
Right.
And I actually created this beautiful crown.
Right.
With gold pieces.
Wow.
And it's almost 1/2 kilo of golds that I have actually used.
Okay.
And with different texture. And it just tells a story of us being African. unapologetically who we are. So that's to put into my jewelry, like to bring in the nature.
Wow.
That's how
And obviously, I would say, and correct me if I'm incorrect here, Angela, but I would say you design from the heart.
Yes.
And that particular piece was designed solely from the heart, keeping our African proud heritage in sight.
Yes.
And that made an award-winning piece. So
Exactly.
congratulations for that.
Thank you.
So were you
Yeah.
surprised?
Like you said, I put my heart into it.
Right. But you never obviously, designed that piece, in keeping in mind that, you're going to be winning and you're designing a piece for an award, or, you painstakingly doing all the hard work with the hindsight or with the end result being an award. You designed this piece all from heart, all from soul, not knowing it's going to scale grand heights that it did.
Yes. And it just unexpectedly it comes. I think you just really need to listen to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's most important. And what was the feeling like, when you were selected, when you got that email, or,
Yeah.
how was it like?
When you got that call, it was like, oh, wow. Okay.
Is this for real?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So it's just unexpected. And I think you just put whatever you can, and being who you are, that's so important, to be authentic.
Absolutely. I would think that that's most important and imperative. You have to be authentically you.
Yes.
Otherwise, everything falls short, right?
Exactly.
All right. So, Angela, you have showcased your work globally from Paris to Japan. What has representing South African creativity on international stages meant to you? Because obviously now you're global, and here you are, this designer from South Africa, and you're representing your country so beautifully. But what was it like for you? What does it mean to you?
It means so much. It means so much. Going to Europe and going to Asia is so different space. And we here from Africa, it's just so proudly like showcasing our workmanship. We can go to an international stage.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Why shouldn't we?
Exactly.
That's the question that should be asked. Why shouldn't we?
Exactly. I think also try to understand their standard and put our creativity in a different space.
Okay.
It's just magical, it's just really seeing. I'm so proud to be even going with some of the other manufacturing jewelers together to go in different places, and just seeing we actually can be quite different. The way that we create things is, and it just focusing on the end product and the intricates. It's just so different because our style of luxury it's just so outstanding.
Absolutely. It's very different. It's unique.
Exactly.
And it has a big medium to grow and expand. So I would think that's, yes, absolutely. So in May 2025, you became the second South African woman in 26 years, Angela, to summit Everest from the north side. What was going through your mind at that summit? Okay, let's backtrack. What, rather catapulted this idea that I need to now summit Everest? What brought on that ideology?
It's so much. I think going back to COVID, I think going back to my childhood, so it took me 30 years to constantly looking for my mother.
Okay.
And I only met her in 2017, my biological mother.
Okay.
And so I went through a lot when I was small, and understand the girls going through their hard time, the struggles. So after I met her, 2018 and 2019, I was invited by Track for Mandela to climb Kilimanjaro for Caring for Girls.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, so girls, they cannot afford sanitary pads.
So you were invited.
Yes.
So tell me, let our, I think our viewers can have the insight of what went through your mind when you got the call, from the foundation to say, look, they're inviting you, they'd like you to be now this global, so should I say, a spokesperson for women or girls rather, that are not getting the sanitary pads that they so urgently and desperately require. What went through your mind?
I think they are crazy, It's like, I've never climbed a mountain, and
So you've never ever.
I never.
Never,
Never.
never. Okay.
So,
Right.
but you understand the need.
Right. So you know, the empath in you now knows that, look, there is a problem. I need to now go and be
Yes.
there.
And I
Right.
think that was actually motivate me to take that step, to try out, okay, you can actually train and have that discipline to climb Kilimanjaro. And like, so every day you try to train for it, you work towards this.
Right.
And because you know your why.
You know your why. Absolutely.
So I think that's how I started climbing. So for the last 7 years, I climbed from Kilimanjaro to 6,000 meters in the Himalayas, and also 8,000 meters Manaslu's, also in the Himalayas. Accumulate that experience to climb Everest. That's how,
Wow.
yeah.
So was there a lot of training that was required, Angela? Like you said, you've never climbed a mountain in your life.
No, so you learn on your way and you ask the right questions. You have a mentor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So those are so important things, you know. It's just not, oh, you wanted to go climb Everest and then here you go. It's not recreational.
Yeah, it's not just, okay, we're going one fine morning, we're going to climb. It takes a
lot
long
of
journey,
time.
yes.
Yes, yes.
And a lot of preparation, I would think.
Exactly. So like I said, going back to my childhood, to understand girls' problems and what they are facing every day, on top of not having sanitary pads, missing school every, like,
Because of something like that. And we tend to take something like that so for granted, right?
Exactly, exactly. So that's how I felt like I would do it for her.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So when you were summiting, I would think that the birth of a new Angela was born at that on that summit, because this was something, I think it's indescribable.
Exactly. And everybody feel like they romanticize that, oh, you get to the top of the world. But it was so hostile. It's about survival.
Yes.
The wind is blowing left,
It's
right,
extremely
center.
cold.
It was minus 35.
Wow.
You know, I mean,
Oh.
when you think about your fridge, it's almost minus 10.
10.
And you've frozen your food inside your fridge, minus 10.
This is
And it's like minus
35.
35.
And
Through
you're
the
out there exposed.
Exactly. So that's why I came back. My face has frostbite on my face, and it took almost now 7 months to heal.
Yeah.
And I went through the night. We climbed through 8,000 meters. You start seeing bodies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you question yourself, is this going to be me? A lot of things going on in your mind that can hit you. Reality, you hear every step it costs your life.
Yes, absolutely. I would think so.
Yeah.
So you've got to have like a strong mindset, Angela, to do what you've done.
Exactly.
And I think that is absolutely commendable, because yes, you did it for a purpose. I think there was two purposes involved in why you decided to summit. But when you get to the top and the journey thereof, it leads to a lot of self-discovery, self-reflection.
Exactly. It was a lot, it's not, also have that mindset you need to be quiet down, because so many things happening at the same time. That body could be you, and you get to the top, the wind is blowing so hard, you can't even stand still. You have to clip on yourself into the rope and making sure that you are safe. And at the same time, I'm actually holding up a bra.
Oh, for your next course, which we are going to get to. My word, that is absolutely commendable, because I would think that one mistake and you're gone, right?
Exactly.
A small minor mistake and you're gone.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so Angela, how did that climb transform you, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well?
When I leave for my climb, most people will have a party or
Yes, a celebration that, wow, I got asked, I'm one of the few that got asked, or if not one of the 2 people that got asked this.
Yeah, in the
So I
history
need
of the South Africa.
South Africa.
I didn't actually want to, I said to them, no, I don't want a party. All I want is just to get a few of my friends together, we just
Yes.
chant. So we do a chanting sessions before I climb.
Right.
To me, climbing, it's very spiritual. Imagine we were climbing for 50 days, exposed into thin air. And it's about something that you constantly doing for 50 days. It's so much your manpower, your mentality to spiritual.
Yes.
So to me, it was more spiritual than anything else. And imagine you do one thing for 50 days just to survive.
Huh.
And, you know, for one day or 1 week, it's easy. But for 50 days, almost 2 months.
The same thing repetitively over and over.
Yeah, I came back. I didn't actually even understand that it's time. All I could think of is this is a task, and you
this
have.
is what I've got to do.
Yes, exactly. That's the mind shifted.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that is amazing and absolutely incredible, Angela. So, people often say Everest changes you. What did it reveal about you that you didn't know before?
I think I actually felt like I was more calmer than what I expected.
Really? In that instance, more calmer? Okay.
I more understand. I actually so before I climbed Everest, I actually had a big injury because I was climbing another 8,000 meters called Manaslu in the Himalayas. After I summit, the weather just changed. Within 5 minutes, that weather, it just changed dramatically. And I fall because I couldn't hold on to the rope. It was so icy.
Right.
And in 10 meters, I twisted my ankle.
Oh, wow.
And they couldn't rescue me because you were 8,000 meters. Not even helicopters can get to the 8,000 meters. I have to climb for another constant climbing for 8 hours to get to 6,000 meters. And they still refuse to rescue me. So, you know, those instants that I understand.
It really changes you, yes.
It really changes me. It just, I realize I'm not panicked when it comes to pressure. Because I've gone through so much in life, from being entrepreneur, you know, financially independent. Those things actually shape who you are.
It does.
So you don't be, you know, those instant doesn't just happen once or twice.
Yes.
It's constantly happened to you. And that's how it shaped me to be more calmer and more quieter, because strength doesn't come when you try to be like screaming and
Absolutely, yeah.
being loud, you know.
Okay, wow, that is absolutely brilliant. So your Everest journey as well, it sparked the Empower Her Bras for Humanity campaign. So how did that come into your life? You know, we spoke about bras. How did that come into your life?
Yes, I think something that I really wanted to talk about is during COVID, I saw people were suffering. I said to myself, who am I can do something to help the people? And by word of mouth, I call out to have a food drive to social media, friends, family.
Okay.
I managed to collect 10 tons of food.
Wow. Okay, this is just with friends and family now. This is not appealing to the outside, no.
Yeah, like social media, so some people knows that we're having a food drive. So with that 10 tons of food, I managed to give to the GBV shelters, OH Home, and Orphanage. And who's Angela to give out those food? That's why it encouraged me to start Impilo Collection Foundations.
Yes.
That's after my business
Okay,
business
that's another branch
name.
of into it.
Yes, so we started the foundation, and later we received 1 ton of sanitary pads. We gave out to HIV Home and
My
also,
word, Angela, that is amazing.
thank you, and special girls. And one of the special girls came up to me and says, Auntie Angela, next time when you come, please bring us some bras.
Okay.
And then the penny dropped. Oh, they actually need bras as well, not just the pads. And then I spoke to the manager and they said to me, that's why they get raped, because it looks like they are, because they're not wearing a bra, they couldn't afford.
Yes.
And perpetrators see that as an invitation of a sexual
and
attention.
That's so sad, exactly. Okay, so they asked you for the bras.
Exactly. So that year, and I just did a research, there was 2,700 women die from GBV. And those numbers,
it's growing, right?
It's not even reported properly, right? And I said to myself, okay, we're going to collect 2,700 bras. We came back with 6,200.
Wow. And that number has grown, Angela. I mean, I think for the benefit of our viewers, please elaborate on your latest project with the bras as well. What the amount has reached to right now?
Yeah, we got 8,849. That's the meters that I've been climbing.
And that is absolutely commendable, Angela. So aside from other things, you've set up an events company as well. You do a lot of, you've got your foundation, you're a businesswoman. What is the one thing that a lasting legacy or motivational quote that you would want to leave for all our viewers for the benefit of them today? Because you've achieved so much. You've turned your pain into purpose. Like you said, you've gone through a lot in your life, but you didn't let that get to you.
I think I want people to understand they can also climb their own mountain.
Yes.
They can also climb the Everest. It's not about me climbing Everest, but I mean, for them to take that courage to climb their own.
And before you leave us, Angela, you've set a very bold goal to uplift 1 million lives by 2035. What does an impact like that on a scale like this require? That is amazing, to make a bold statement like that, to change 1 million lives by 2035. How do you aim to do that?
So the last 5-6 years, we already impacted 100,000 people.
Okay.
In the foundations. But I was just doing this for part-time. I think.
So you've never fully invested your entire 24 hours now towards this, right?
Like you say, we already got this 8,849 bras, almost 9,000 bras. We are going to deliver all those 9,000 bras to 9 provinces in the country. So to me, I think we need to extend that legacy. We need people to come in.
Absolutely.
We can't do this alone.
Absolutely.
That's why I felt like it would be good to have good corporates to come in, to actually just help us to deliver.
And support the initiative.
Yes, exactly.
Brilliant. And Angela, your Impilo Foundation is obtainable via Instagram as well?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, great stuff. So Angela, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. It has been an honor and a privilege having you on Visionary Pulse. You are such an inspiration. And I hope that, in any which way possible, our viewers, us as a whole, can, really assist you in every endeavor possible. Wishing you all the best for the future.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that brings us to the end of another wonderful segment of Visionary Pulse. Join me, Farzana Mayet, next week as I chat to another game changer and change maker. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.